Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Wednesday, June 11th, 2025. Let's rock. Okay, in the gold market, we have gold up $11 at $3,333 and silver down 15 cents to 36.29. It had been down a little bit more than this prior to the CPI release. In the silver futures market, 36.60 versus spot of 36.29. So healthy divide there between spot and futures. Apparently no imbalance in the spot market or the delivery market. The gold silver ratio is 91.70, and yeah, I didn't think we would get through 90, at least on this rally. And looks like we bottomed out about 90.31. Now we are at 91.70, and silver and gold trying to figure out what they're going to do here. In the treasury market, treasuries are down 4.2 ticks, and that puts it at 4.43. So right about the middle of that range, 4.4 to 4.5. The dollar is dropping today, 98.84, and chart looks kind of weak here. We had a pretty big drop after the CPI release. We'll get onto that in a minute. Dollar dropping ought to be good for copper, but copper down 7 cents. So we're having a sell-off in the copper market. Commodities trying to consolidate that run they've had. And 4.80 in the copper market. Sympathetic with silver there. In the economic calendar today, we had CPI prices come in, and they came in a little lower than expectations. So somewhat benign CPI report, nothing to the upside, and not that much improvement. So that helped the market a little bit, but no big changes in CPI. Tomorrow is initial jobless claims. And since CPI didn't move the market, possible PPI will tomorrow as well. Initial jobless claims tomorrow will also probably move the markets. Right now, the stock market's trying to figure out what it wants to do. We're up here at a high, somewhat nosebleed levels. Fear Greed Index at 64, right in the middle of the greed category. Dow futures up 65, S&P futures up 14 to 6059, and NASDAQ futures up 52. I keep waiting for that sell-off. It just hasn't come yet. The dip buyers are being rewarded for their efforts. And Bitcoin probably is off today. Yeah, Bitcoin down $515 to 109,679. I feel like there's a topping process going on here. Okay, before we get on to the best deals we can find anywhere on the internet, welcome all new members, subscribers, and anybody catching these videos for the first time. You can pull up my website, bestsilvergolddeals.com, and click along with me to see if there's something you want to buy. We are sponsored by no bullion dealers, so we'll try to find the best deals anywhere we can. And before we do that, the question of the day. Well, I went into a new coin shop yesterday, and I thought I would just do a little bit of trolling. You know what they say, when the spot price goes up, the good stuff comes out, and sometimes you can get something really, really nice. Well, I was doing that, and I wanted to find out what their buy prices were. And, I thought I would throw them a little business. I said, give me, I want to buy $10 face of half dollars, because I have a lot of dimes already. And she pulled them out, put them on the table, and it was a nice lot of older constitutional $10 face. And then I pulled out my three $100 bills, getting ready to pay, and she said, that will be $330. And I was like, what? $330? And then she went on to say, she did some razzle-dazzle with, talking about spot price and face value interchangeably. And then she said, and Constitutional has the highest premiums. So red flag number one, liar. Okay, liar. Then she started saying how, they were charging 5% over melt. And of course, 33 times face is not 5% over melt, because I know what that number is. I went in expecting to pay oh, maybe $1 over melt, and maybe a face value of 27. I don't know, something like that, just to give some business to the LCS. And then she went on to say her buyback prices were 5% below melt, any condition, silver or gold. And oh my God, so many. And then she lied about that one, what that number was. She said that number would be $32 for silver. It's like, wow, what an incredibly negative experience. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't, and here I was trying to support them and doing a little buying and maybe making a relationship if I want to sell some silver. And, I may want to sell some silver here as we push up 37, 38, $40. I may want to sell a little bit because I have a good sized stack. But what do you do when that happens? I mean, I had my money on the table and I wanted to buy, and she was lying right to my face, and I just had to say, I'm sorry, I can't pay that much. And then the conversations, and I wasn't going to correct her on her math, but wow, wow, wow. Has that happened to you? Just, hopefully, I mean, I know that happens to newbies and they get confused and, maybe they buy, maybe they sell, maybe they get ripped off. But when you know your numbers before you walk in and somebody lies right to your face and then tries to cheat you on the math, what do you do? And I just said, I'm sorry, I can't pay that much. I took my money. And they had some interesting stuff in the case, I wanted to look at and whatnot, but I just had to walk out. And I said, thank you very much, and I can't pay that much, and I walked out. And I crossed that coin shop off my list forever. What do you do when that happens? That's my question of the day. It was somewhat embarrassing to see a bold-faced liar and cheat on the other side, because we have a lot in common with coin shops, right? We use them, we support them, we need them when we want to sell, unless you're going to be mailing your precious metals. What do you do when that happens? Oh my God, it was kind of upsetting. Anyway, let me move on to the deals. I'm going to go a little quicker today because I've had a late start, and I'm just going to do the big gold. Let's just do 1 ounce Eagles. At the major dealers. You can get a 1 ounce gold eagle at $33.80 at bullion exchanges. A 1 ounce gold buffalo, $34.66 at Safe Haven Metals. Yes, that is expensive. You can get a 1 ounce gold Krugerrand, probably the cheapest of your sovereign gold coins, at $33.50 at bullion exchanges. Nothing wrong with that at all. That is spot according to them, or very close to it. Platinum is very impressive right now. It could be a short squeeze, it could be something else, and it could be back down in a month. But platinum is very impressive here. I think it's got retail demand coming back here to the extent that retail loves gold, even though they may not like silver. That gold price is really rubbing off on platinum. A platinum eagle random year, $1,431. Now, of course, that's a collector coin, and you can get a platinum bar in assay for $13.53. Just kind of crazy prices. I think these premiums are coming up on platinum as well. Seems to me it's more expensive on a premium basis, and of course more expensive on a spot basis. I forgot to check platinum prices, as I always do, and look at that, platinum up 41 friggin' dollars today, $12.66. Someone gave me a breakout point, I think it was in the 1300s. If we get through the 1300s, platinum's going to 2000. And I forget whose video that was. Sorry about that. But really watch platinum carefully. And where platinum goes, I think silver follows. I don't know if it'll be on this particular part of the rally, but silver wants to move as well. I predicted a top in the chat room of 36.85, but I think we could see the 37s here. Kind of depends on what happens with initial jobless claims tomorrow. Anyway, I don't know. I'm watching silver and platinum and copper. Copper going the other direction. Anyway, I digress. Platinum has definitely got a bid right here. Let's do a silver eagle. A single silver eagle is $40.52 at Summit Metals. And a tube of 20 can be had for $40.73. Wait a minute, what was that price? Let me go back. One at Summit is $40.52. 20 at Pinehurst is $40.73. No, I can't find a good listing for a tube of eagles, but on eBay we're finding them all over the place. People are dumping their eagles, and people are dumping their constitutional. We're seeing bars going for below spot. We're seeing sovereign coins going for below spot after 3% rebate, and I'll tell you how to get that in a minute. My green light with caution is still on. I do expect a retracement here, but we aren't getting it right now. And will we push to 37, 38 before we get it? Geez, I don't know. These prices are crazy high. Okay, a silver maple is going to be $39.38 at bullion exchanges. A kangaroo is going to be $38.84 at bullion exchanges. A Krugerrand is going to be $39.10 at Monument Metals, and a Philharmonic, a little lonely Philharmonics, nobody loves them, $38.84 at bullion exchanges. They have had a milk spotting problem in the past, just to be fair about that. A 1 ounce silver Libertad is $45.08 at Money Metals. And we'll go on to, what is a Star Privy Eagle going for? Still 45 bucks? Still 45 bucks. This is the difference in privies. A privy that is minted to the tune of 500,000 they cannot sell. A privy that is minted to the tune of 100,000, even though it's a proof, is going to sell out. The sweet spot is somewhere in the middle, and the star privies are still going for $45, although spot is several dollars higher than the day I bought them, and I made a mistake buying those. I could have deployed that money somewhere else. Here's the Eagle Privy Eagle. It's $47.62. It too will be $45 in a while after the newness wears off, and you can get all you want of those. Privy Madness is, this is where I would go mad for privies, and this is the 250th anniversary Army Privy proof. Silver Eagle from the U.S. Mint. It's $105, and yes, it's expensive, but that's going to do well in the aftermarket. You're just going to have to trust me on that one. If you don't want it, then you don't want it. That's fine. It's just going to increase the price of your stack, and if you're not going to resell it, then you've got expensive silver in your stack. And maybe, you never know, those proofs, they can spot sometimes too, even from the U.S. Mint. Okay, over at Costco, where you're going to need an Executive Club membership, 2% cash back, and a good rebate credit card. Wells Fargo is a good one. You can pick up a silver bar for $3.99. You can pick up a gold buffalo for $3,479, or a gold bar or gold eagle at $33.89. If you do the math on $33.89, 4% off is going to be about $150 off. You'll be at $32.40, $32.50, something like that. You will be upwards nearly $100 under spot on the gold bar. Okay, and if you want the gold eagle, I'd get the gold bar. $100 under spot, or maybe it's $75. You do the math on that. That's what I would buy today using your memberships. That is a no-brainer. I do think gold is going to have a pullback here into the 32 with a 32 handle, and I think silver will have a little pullback too. But I could always be wrong. And gold is not a terrible price here. I just like silver better. Okay, and let's do junk in the trunk. No deals here. 26.6 times face at Monument Metals. And that is about $37.40 melt. You're going to pay over spot for that. Your LCS ought to be selling you that for spot. And if you watch the Vermilion Enterprises videos, you'll see that they're melting it, and you can buy lots of it out there right now. That doesn't mean that it'll be that way a year from now. Definitely doesn't mean that. You want to have some junk in your stack. Probably 25% of your silver stack ought to be junk. Okay, we can do a kilo for 1,206 at Monument Metals. That is a random kilo. Let's move on to the deals on eBay. And we've been scoring here on Silver Eagles. Let's see, is the impaired deal up? No. Is this Billy? And this is Billy. Billy's still got his Eagles for sale. That is a smoking deal right there on Eagles. I won't even stop and do the math. But you get a 3% rebate using the PayPal credit card or the American Express Blue Everyday Cash. Check out through PayPal. And score on Silver Eagles. Good looking Silver Eagles, which are 2010s. Slight burnish. Okay, slight burnish? Probably a little toning around the rim. So you consider those impaired if you want, but that looks very nice. I like that deal. And here's uncirculated for $7.89. You can check out the sellers there. And is this a big seller? And a big seller, good feedback. These are going to be 40 sellers away. No, skip that seller. If you want to go up to... anyway, you'll be definitely in the 39s or below, maybe way below. If you pick that one up, 39.50, 38.50, maybe about 38.50 on these. They may be slightly impaired, and then you may be at about 38, 75 or so on those. BU read. Okay, I think those are good coins. But check out the sellers before you buy those. If you got to buy Eagles today, don't walk into that coin shop. I didn't even want to ask her what she wanted for Eagles. Let's keep going here to a large lot if you want to stock up, get that monster box full. Here is random date Eagles, BU Eagles from Liberty, and that is 4,084. What are they smoking? You don't need to pay that much. No. Oh, here is a first 30 monster box of 140. Why is that cheaper? Who is this? Small seller. You can't buy that. No, you can't buy that. American Eagle and Canadian Maple Leaves. 39, he's mixing them up. 39, no, nothing in the big lots today that I would buy. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's do the rotation. Tuba Maples and Smoking Deal on these, well below spot yesterday. If you like any of these, put them in your cart and they may send you an offer, especially if they have a make offer button. Okay, we've got Maples for $9.88. We got 25 Britannias for $9.50. We got 25 Kangaroos for $9.96. We got 25 Krugerrands for $9.65. This has been a good deal here. And this person sent me an offer, I think around $9.20 or something. Maybe if I click on it, it'll tell you. Maybe it wasn't this person. But they'll take a best offer on these Krugerrands. And then going back to the, what was it, the Kangaroos? No, the Britannia's at $9.50. Yeah, let's check out Mr. $9.50 here. 1,000 feedback, 100%, $9.65 with shipping, but $9.65 on our conversion. And I think you'll get them cheaper, actually. Would put you at around $37.50 or so. That would be about $1. No, that'd be about 50 to 75 cents over melt. And this other one here on these Krugerrands from the supports nonprofit, they will take a make offer as well. Make them a low offer, and I think you may get out the door at $9.20 or so, and you may be at or well below. One of these people made me an offer, and it was so cheap it was ridiculous. And I don't want to dig into that, but not a bad time to buy sovereign silver from desperate eBay sellers, as long as they are big and they have good feedback. Let's do junk in the trunk over on eBay. We want $10 face. That is the size I'd recommend buying. Oh, this is a big lot. I'm sorry, I hit the big lot. Full dates, no whole. Okay. So this guy wants to sell you $100, cleaned, hold, and culls. This guy wants to sell you $100, JFK half dollars, 10 rolls, full dates. Which one do you pick? Okay, obviously. And he is a big seller with pretty good feedback. And there you go, Kennedy halves, all day long, 26.2. We'll call it 26.2. You're going to take 80 cents off. You're going to be at 25.4. You're going to be at 25.4 on a lot of beautiful Kennedy halves, which, they're changing the image on that this year. I got to study that, guys. Check out Son of a Silver Stacker to get the full, they're having a special one-off sesquicentennial release of the Kennedy half. There's stuff going on at the U.S. Mint this year. It's going to be a pretty damn good year at the U.S. Mint for collector coins. That's all I'm going to say right now. For you flipper stack collectors. Okay, but 25.4 times face on my cheat sheet so far. Okay, 25.4 times face is going to be at about 35.70 or so. You check my math. Okay, last time I checked, silver was at 36.25. You're going to be well under spot on that beautiful lot of Kennedys. Beautiful, beautiful, righteous deal. Although it's 2006-18, so you may not have that much money. Let's go back and do a small lot of junk. And now I'm in the wrong place and I'm making you dizzy. I got to make this video quicker today. I'm behind the gun, and I'm just making you dizzy. I'm sorry. Junk. Where's the junk? Holy macaroni. Why did I skip the small lot? $10 face is going to be AU. Oh, Kennedy's. Is that the same guy? Yeah, same guy. Oh, you can get the small lot for 26.5, and that'd be 25.7. That is also a smoking deal for you small. You can pick that up today. If you think silver is going higher, I'm expecting a little retracement here, and I've been wrong for a couple days. We got our 3 days holding above 35. Very, very bullish for silver, and platinum is looking very good. Making people think about silver as well. But tomorrow is a catalyst, and we could see a smackdown. The shorts are growing. I don't know. We could see a smackdown. Okay, that's a good deal right there. I'm going to skip the Carson Cities and the peace dollar, go to the kilo, and the kilo is going to be 12.39 minus 3%. Your vintage bar of the day, you can probably get this cheap. It is a 10.25 ounce odd weight silver bar, and it is unbranded, but it's definitely an old mold, and that is an old piece of silver. Does it have and it has a pigtail as well, and it is unbranded, and if you can figure out who made that, you'll have a valuable bar. Otherwise, it's just going to go for very close to melt, so you can get a pretty cool little silver ingot there if you don't care about branding, and right now that is bidding $366 on 10.25 ounces. And if you want to buy that just to have something cool in your stack, you could. But not being branded really limits the collector value unless you can suss out who made this little bar. And it's just nice little bars. They made a few of them. It's serial number 2460. I don't know. I just don't know who made that. Maybe you do, and then you pick it up cheap. Okay, let's move on, and let's just go to, well, I don't know. 1 ounce rounds have been cheap as well. 764, be 38, 37.40 out the door. That's about $1 over spot in a big lot. 1 ounce rounds as cheap as, I'm sorry, in a small. I do it twice. Trying to go fast. That's usually not good for me. 37.86, 36.86 out the door. From APMEX there. That's where they're liquidating their silver. Okay, and a 100 ounce bar going as cheap as 37.86. That'd be about 36.76. Got to watch my dyslexia here. Just a little over spot for a 1 ounce bar there, and secondary market at that. Okay, let's keep going. But I would get the junk over the I'd get the junk under spot rather than the 100 ounce bars over spot. And I'd get the 1 ounce rounds if they're the same price. 1 ounce is going to be a better, more liquid asset than a 100 ounce bar. Okay, 1 gram gold as cheap as, and I forgot to show you the gold pack on Costco. Look at that cute little Geiger bar, 124. Let me go back to Costco. I'm sorry to do this to you. Maybe I can do it easier here. I told you about this yesterday. I'm really thinking about buying this. Hopefully we get a dip in gold prices. And I do favor silver over gold, but this guy right here, this is a no-brainer. Oh, is it gone? Oh, it's gone. The multi-pack. It was a 10-gram multi-pack. I should have bought it yesterday. Doggone it. All right, let me go back to this one, and let's move on to the bigger gold. Random 1/10 gold as cheap as 362, and then minus 3%. 1/10 Gold Eagle as cheap. Oh, look at a Krugerrand here at 368. Is that for real? That is a Krugerrand, may not be BU, 368. That'd be about 355 out the door. Not bad for a 1/10 fractional. And then you can get a fractional 1/10 Gold Eagle, 380, and that would be about 368 or so out the door. If you like 1/10 Gold Eagles, let's go on to something bigger. Quarter ounce Gold Eagle as cheap as 909. And hold the phone, hold the door. BU, good seller, good feedback. It is righteous at 908. 30 bucks off on that would get you at 880 on a quarter ounce Gold Eagle. The dealers are charging 880 versus a quarter ounce Gold Eagle at 886. You only save $6. No, save your points for something better. Let's keep going. Let's go to a half ounce random gold. Half ounce random gold is going to be, after we get through the weird stuff, not a Liberty, 1730. Oh, what's this one here? No. 1739, 1740, 50 bucks off would put you at 1680. 1680 on random half ounce gold right there after your 3% rebate using those credit cards I talked about, if gold is gold to you. And let's go on to a 1 ounce Gold Eagle. 1 ounce Gold Eagle as cheap as $34.96. $100, $110 off, $33.86 on a Gold Eagle. Checking the best dealer price, $33.86 compared to $33.76. We lose. Okay, eBay loses on that one. Let's go to a Buffalo. Maybe we'll get a better deal on a Buffalo. $35.54, $34.40. That's about a push as well. Well, looks like smaller gold is a better deal on eBay today. Here's a Krugerrand. It's a half Krugerrand. We don't want that. We want a whole Krugerrand, $26.70. That's a half Krugerrand. I want a whole Krugerrand, $34.55. And that'd be about $33.40 out the door. That's about a push as well. Big gold on eBay, not as cheap today. I like these Tudor gold coins. I like the 1 ounce deal. Click through this link here, and you'll find that 1 ounce gold dragon very close to spot after rebates. I appreciate it if you click my links here on the website. It's one of the ways I keep the wheels on the bus. If you're going to buy something on eBay, please click my links here before you do. A $5 commemorative. This is not real. This is a small seller. Oh, he's a flying monkey, and he's got big, oh, he's a big seller. He's got good feedback, and he is throwing away his, this is a Jesse? Who is this, a Jesse Owens? Gold commemorative? Let me see. This is $5 gold commemorative, 0.241 ounce of gold, in case you didn't know. And that's a proof, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I could live with that at 810. Holy moly, we got a good one here. Hopefully it sticks around for you guys since I'm late posting today. 810 times 0.97. Use those good credit cards and don't feel bad about it. Just pay them off. 785 divided by, how you get the melt on a coin is divided by 0.241, the metal content. Woo, 32.60. Oh my boy, that is a smoking deal. Smoking deal. You could sell that for a profit today. But a lot of dealers will pay 2% back a spot for something like that. And here you are at nearly, I can't do the math. That's a good deal right there. Might have a couple little spots on it, whatever. Gold is gold, and that's U.S. constitutional gold. Nothing wrong with that at all. For the money, that is a great price and good for you. I'm going to add that to the cart. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll send me an offer on it, huh? Maybe I'll buy it. But see, my deal is, the reason I can't buy some of the deals I show you guys is I have a $2,000 sales tax limit in California. And he would charge me 8-9% more for that coin. And then when I get into the bigger lots, I can't afford it sometimes. That's what's going on with me. Okay, let's keep going here. Stuff in my eBay store. Feel free to ask me for a friend discount if there's something here you like. I got some stuff listed you may be happy about. I'm blowing out these warrior bars here, these epic warriors, and good deal on those right now if you're interested in one of those, or my poured silver. You let me know. Let me know what you're looking for. I'll try to give you a friend discount. Thank you and welcome new channel members. Don't forget to, if you're brand new or if you want to do it every month, don't forget to ask me for my poured silver. It'll be $2.50 over spot plus $5 shipping for my bars. And this month I have oh, I don't have the right link here, but I got those little 2-ounce cubes, and they are very sweet. There is a picture of those in the chat room if you want to see what those look like. Pain in the butt to pour, just so you know. So a little memento of the channel. I don't want to upcharge you for souvenirs and whatever, stickers and whatnot, but if you want my silver at basically my cost, you are welcome to it. I'll work for you. Okay, here's a precious metals verifier. I understand that these only go so deep on those big silver bars. I did not know that, but probably deep enough to detect fake. Anyway, this is the old school one. You can get it very cheap. I recommend picking up that Capital One card, which there's a link on my website, 1.5% cash back. But you check out through PayPal, you pay, oh my God, I'm not going to go through this again. Get the Capital One card, ask me how to do it. Here's a vacuum sealer, and here is a way to refine those big bars. Here's the Amex card, it's the bomb. The PayPal card is the bomb. And picks of the day, well, it's all about the Army Privy this week. So don't miss that one, guys. Well, former picks of the day. I'm trying to go fast, and you know what happens when I go too fast. I make mistakes. There is that Capital One card. That is a great card because of the eBay kickers that don't work on precious metals, but they work on other stuff you can buy. I buy everything on eBay. There's nothing on eBay that is not less than what you pay on Amazon. I'm telling you, eBay is the bomb for open box items, laptops, Rolex watches. You just got to be careful. Just like we do with precious metals, you just got to be careful who you buy from, their feedback. That's just how that goes. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Thumbs up if you don't mind. Share it with your friends who are paying too much. Let's get this channel up to 20,000 subscribers. We are a community who likes to buy gold and silver and other stuff too. And that's what we're doing here. If you don't want to do that, then, you know, I don't know. Go watch other videos. But if you're buying gold and silver, we'll keep you in the loop here, and I'll do the work so you don't have to. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.